The first $1,000 you ever save? That's the hardest money you'll put away. Harder than your second $1,000. Harder than $10,000 down the road. And there's one specific reason most people never get past it. It's not that they don't want it bad enough. It's that the way they're trying to save is broken from the start. Here's the actual fix. And it takes about 5 minutes to set up. Here's what usually happens. You tell yourself, I'll save whatever's left at the end of the month. Except there's never anything left. And that's not because you're bad with money. It's because whatever's left isn't really a plan. It's just whatever survives everything else. Rent gets paid first. Groceries get paid first. That coffee run gets paid first. Saving gets whatever's left standing, which is usually nothing. So if you've tried this before and it hasn't worked, it's not you. The plan itself was never going to work. Here's what actually does. The people who hit $1,000 fast all do the same thing. They stop trying to remember to save and automate it instead. Let's break down exactly how. 5 moves, and none of them need you to remember anything. Step 1, open a separate savings account. And I mean actually separate. Not just a second tab in your banking app. A different account at a different bank if you can, so your debit card physically can't touch it. Why does that matter so much? Every dollar sitting in your regular checking account is one tap away from being spent. You see it, you can spend it. Put real distance between you and the money, and suddenly it's not a decision anymore. It's just not there. Step 2, set up an automatic transfer for the day right after payday. Not the day before rent's due, not whenever I remember. The day after you get paid, every single time. Here's why the timing matters. If the transfer happens before you've had a chance to spend anything, you never actually had that money to spend in the first place. It just skips you and goes straight to savings. That's the whole trick. Step 3. And honestly, this is the one that trips people up the most. Start small. Smaller than feels like it matters. $15 a paycheck. $25. Whatever number feels almost silly. I know what you're thinking. That's not going to get you to $1,000 fast. But here's the thing. The goal of step 3 isn't the amount. It's getting the system to actually stick. A big scary number gets you excited for 2 weeks, and then you cancel it. A small boring number just keeps running in the background. And once it's running, you can always bump it up. Step 4, automate your roundups. A lot of banking apps already do this. Every time you buy something, it rounds the purchase up to the nearest dollar and quietly sweeps the difference into savings. You don't feel 40 cents disappear. You just look up in a month and there's real money sitting there you never consciously decided to save. Step 5, and this one's for whenever extra money shows up out of nowhere. Automate it before you ever get used to having it. A tax refund, birthday cash, a work bonus, the moment it lands, have a chunk of it, half, even 70%, set to move straight into that separate account automatically before it ever touches your regular spending money. Money you never got used to having is money you'll never miss. That's it. 5 moves. Separate account, transfer the day after payday, start smaller than feels meaningful, automate your roundups, and catch every windfall before you get used to it. And here's the part that actually surprises people. Once this is running, saving stops feeling like something you're doing. It just happens. That saved it without even trying. Feeling everyone talks about, that's not luck. That's what happens when you remove every point where you'd normally have to decide to save on purpose, every time. Small and automatic will always beat big and manual because manual relies on you remembering, and automatic doesn't need you at all. Now, here's why this specific number was worth building a whole system around. At $0, there's nothing between you and disaster. One car repair, one bad week at work, one surprise bill, and you're right back to zero, or worse, into debt. But the second you cross $1,000, everything shifts. That $400 car repair? It's not a crisis anymore. It's annoying, sure, but it's not going to wreck your month. Your brain changes too, and this part matters more than people realize. Every time you've tried to save before and it didn't work out, your brain quietly filed that away as this doesn't work for me. But the first time you actually hit a number and it stays there, that belief breaks. Saving stops feeling impossible because now you have proof sitting right there in your account that you can actually do it. And once that belief breaks, you stop needing willpower for the next milestone. You don't have to psych yourself up to save $5,000 or $10,000 because you're not starting from zero belief anymore. You're building on something that already worked. So if you're looking at someone who's further along than you, already past their first $1,000, they're not more disciplined than you are right now. They didn't have some secret reserve of willpower you don't have, they just automated it sooner than you did. That's genuinely the whole difference. So let's bring it all together. Separate account, automatic transfer the day after payday, start small, automate your roundups, and catch every windfall before you get used to it. 5 moves, 5 minutes each, and none of them need you to remember anything. And I'd rather you actually set up the small, boring version today than plan out some perfect version you never get around to. So do it today. Not this weekend, not when things calm down. Today, while you're already thinking about it, because that's the only moment you're guaranteed to have. Because honestly, the gap between where you are right now and your first $1,000 was never really a math problem. It's a memory problem. You don't need to be better with money. You just need a system that doesn't need you to remember anything. Hit your first $1,000, and next time, I'll show you exactly what to do with it.